Welcome to our journey into the world of organophosphates. Today, we'll explore how these common pesticides travel far beyond the fields where they're applied, affecting our air, water, soil, and even the food we eat. Let's dive in and discover how these chemicals make their way through our environment. Organophosphates are pesticides used primarily to control insect pests on farms. They work by interfering with the nervous system of insects, but because they're not very picky, they can also impact other creatures, including humans. This nature makes it important to understand where they go once they're out in the field. After application, these chemicals don't just sit around, they start moving. Organophosphates can evaporate into the air, get washed off into water bodies, stick to soil particles, or even climb up the food chain. Today, we'll break down each of these pathways so you know exactly how they journey through our environment. So imagine the spray drifting away on a breezy day. That's what happens when organophosphates volatilize. Essentially, they evaporate from treated fields, and they travel airborne, far from where they're applied, and eventually settle back onto land or water when rain brings them down. Water also plays a big role too. Rain and irrigation can wash these chemicals off plants and soil, sending them into streams, rivers, and lakes. For example, diazinon has been detected in California's Sacramento River, showing how runoff can carry pesticides into aquatic ecosystems and affect the water quality. When organophosphates reach the soil, they interact with its particles. Some stick tightly to soil, while others get broken down by microbes, a process we call degradation. However, certain compounds like parathion can linger and even seep into groundwater. It's a complex process where nature is doing its best to clean up, but sometimes it just isn't fast enough. Even if organophosphates start breaking down, they can still make their way into our food chain. Plants absorb contaminated water and soil, and then animals, and eventually humans, consume those plants. This process, called bioaccumulation, can lead to higher concentrations of pesticides in predators. A striking example is in Sri Lanka, where pesticides like monocrotophos have led to serious health issues. So, where do these organophosphates finally settle? Many of them break down naturally through reactions with water, sunlight, and microbes. However, some stubborn chemicals persist, accumulating in sediments or seeping into groundwater. Even after they degrade, the resulting byproducts can still be harmful, proving that nature's cleanup process sometimes needs a little help. In summary, organophosphates take a complex path from the field to our environment, traveling through the air, water, soil, and food chains. Understanding this process is essential to push towards safer pesticide practices and more sustainable agriculture. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening.